Hello everybody, this is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I'm coming to you all today with a Yarncrafters chat. In today's Yarncrafters chat, I have my yarn from my birthday purchases. I know, more yarn, And I also have just a little bit of footage from a little challenge, and I'm not sure how I'm going to work this all in. I have a little bit of a footage based on a challenge that I kind of posed to myself concerning my yarn, and I'm going to actually talk about that a little bit about my past videos and sharing my knit crate box, a subscription box, as well as my yarn box. I want to talk about that, and in closing, I wanted to get to talking a little bit about knitting needles, and I'm going to look at the time and decide how much we will be able to fit in this time. So with all of that said, if you're interested in seeing what my purchases are from my birthday, also kind of hearing a little bit about my needles and how I feel about my knit crate and yarn box subscription purchases, and also what I have on my needles right now, well then stick around. If not, I will see you all hopefully sooner than later. For everybody else, this is a wonderful time for you to hit pause, grab your tea, grab your snack, and of course grab your project, and you get your knitting done and I'll get some chatting in and we'll have some girl time, okay? So I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so this is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. This is the Yarncrafters chat, and I'm going to actually start off with showing you what I have on my needles. So here we go. Last month, I did quite a bit of knitting as well as crochet. Right now, I am working on a knit blanket. I don't know why I have the super long tail. I should have cut it off, but I didn't. Here it is. Oh, here, this is a better picture. It's kind of far. This is a border. It's a garter stitch border, and I'm going into a stockinette stitch here. And here it is. It's a blanket. It's kind of gathered. This is a pattern on Ravelry. It's called Malt. If you go to my projects on Ravelry, just look for Essence of Me. You will see that I have uploaded this, or I've added this to my projects. I've been trying to be better about that. So I've added this to my projects. This is probably going to be one of those ones that take forever because I'm realizing more and more how slow I knit. But I'm actually getting faster. So that's that. And this is Lion Brand. Hold on. It's the Lion Brand Yarns Pound of Love, and it's in the color Bluebell. And so I call it Bluebell Malt. If you are from Texas, I'm going to just ask a hint. Now, I don't know if it's just Texas, okay? But I'm going to ask, do you know what Bluebell is in Texas? It's a product. What type of product is it? Share it in the comment section. And I don't know. It could be everywhere else, but I know it's in Texas. Okay. So that is my project. Another thing that I want to share really quickly is this project. I wasn't expecting to, but since it's here already. This is a knit shawl. And I'm getting close to being complete. Look at it. Okay, hold on. It's lace. It's kind of far. Oh, there you can see. It's really nice. I got a long way to go. It seems like, again, it's taking forever. See the lace? It's a triangle shawl that was knit with a garter tab. And so you build from the top down. And for this, I am using Knit Picks Palette in Eggplant. I'm losing my light. It's daytime and it was so bright and it looks like it's about to rain, so we're going to catch a little bit of a glare. Actually, let me fix the light. Just okay, I think that's a little bit better. I turned on more lights. So that was with eggplant. And that pattern is from the Sock Yarn Shawls. I love this book. Oh, I love this book. And I don't know if that one's in Ravelry. If not, I'll add it. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. The other update that I want to show you is, remember this? Speaking of my boxes, I guess I'll start with there. This tin was this organic hard candy. It was a pink grapefruit and topilo honey. I'm sorry. And the candy, it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It was just okay. But this tin is awesome because it reminds me of an Altoids tin, in that you put it on and it, hear that, it snaps closed. And you want to see what's inside? It's not candy. It's stitch holders. These are the little, they look like rubber bands, but they are I guess you make the little loop bracelets with them. You can find them, actually you can find them everywhere now. But you can buy them at your local craft store. You can find them at Sally's. You can find them at even some places like Walgreens, because the loop bracelets are so popular that kids like to make them. Well, they make perfect stitch holders. You get, I think, 300 in a pack. I bought them with the coupon. They were $2 and something, and I got it for 50% off or 60% off. And so you have all of these little, they're little rubber bands. In here I also have some stitch holders that I made. Do you remember these? I showed these in well, I keep saying remember. If you're new, welcome. To the people that have been around for a while, thanks for joining me. But I showed these little crosses in a haul not too long ago, and they were some charms. I'm trying to turn it. There we go. They're charms, little cross charms. There, it's better over there. Cross charms that were on sale for, I think they were on sale for like 25 cents. It was a pack, I think 12 of them, or I mean, it was less than $1. And I was able to make stitch holders with the charms. I have a couple of those that I made up. And then, oh, here's another one. And these were a little more expensive, the charms, and I made them for someone, and I kept this one for myself. It's also a cross. I'm going to put on this side. And it's like a silver color. And again, I added some jump rings to it and made them into stitch holders. And I have some others in here, but for the most part, and this fits perfectly in my bag. So the candy was okay. The tin is awesome. And so let's go ahead and start off with talking about my yarn subscription dilemma. That's what we'll call it. I showed you all my March boxes for Knit Crate. They had a limited offer that you could just purchase that one box. So I did that box. Then I did Yarn Box, and I did the month of March for Yarn Box. Total, I shared like how much it was for both of them in the box. I mean, in the videos, and I'm not going to talk about that. But what I decided to do is, for the month of April, I didn't get any, but I challenged myself to see how much yarn I could purchase for the same or similar amount of money. I did that for several reasons. One, just for myself, just to see. I needed to purchase some yarn for some particular orders anyway, and it was actually several of them that I needed to purchase yarn for. And so it was a challenge for myself to get affordable yarn, get it within the thing, and make a comparison. Another reason why I did it is because based on your comments, now maybe not you personally, but based on your comments, the price was a consideration. The price may have been an issue. The price may have also been a reason why you had not chosen to do a yarn subscription. And so that was another reason why I did that. I am going to insert some footage of what I was able to purchase for the same. I think it was actually less than what I spent on those 2 boxes. And I got almost an entire box of yarn. And so I'm going to insert that footage here. I may actually make it a little bit shorter, but I'm going to insert it here. And then I'm going to show you some of that yarn up close and personal because that's a part of the yarn haul. So here's the footage.
Okay, so I decided to do a challenge, and this video is at a very interesting angle because I'm looking inside of a box of Knit Picks yarn. And no, I do not have an affiliation with them. However, if they ever said Dana, I would gladly say yes. No, this is actually one of the places that I really enjoy buying yarn from because it is good quality and it's affordable, and I love their color selection, and I've told you all that before, so this is nothing new. I'm just telling you because you're seeing labels everywhere. But all of this was purchased with my own money. Now, for this video, we're looking inside of my box for this reason. I decided to challenge myself after doing the yarn subscriptions to see how much yarn I could get for the same money or less that I spent on those 2 subscription boxes for the month of March. And so I'm going to show you my receipt with the invoice. Here is what I purchased. There it is. And there is my total. For the yarn that I purchased, it's coming into focus. Now, it did in the end cost me $66, but that was only because I did not take the free shipping because I needed to get it in sooner, because one of these, some of this is for a request that I need to finish and I ran out of yarn. So I'm going to show you what I received. So first of all, the other thing that I had was a total of 4 skeins of yarn. And in this box, I have 1, and I'll show you the colors shortly. Oh, not this one. This one is actually one I already had. I was grouping them together, so I'm not going to count that. So I had this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have them grouped by project already. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I got 18 skeins of yarn for less than what I paid for 4 skeins of yarn in the subscriptions. And no, this is not considered luxury yarn, but it is still decent quality. So I'm going to go back through and show you what I received. These colors were actually selected by my daughter. That's why it's 3 of each, and it's for a pattern. And these are colors that she selected. This yarn is the Knit Picks Comfy Worsted, and this is Lady Slipper. I don't know why it's a tad bit blurry. I hope it's clearer in the... And she also selected this color. I'm sorry. It is comfy worsted, and it is carrot. Now this yarn is a cotton blend, and I intentionally selected this. It is 75% premium cotton, 25% acrylic, and it's a worsted weight. And we have 6 skeins, which is 3 of this pinkish purple color and 3 of orange. I also have these 2 colors, which are for me. I have 2 skeins of this color, which is the Knit Picks palette, and it's in the color Salsa Heather. And this blend is, let's see here, it's 100% Peruvian Highland wool. And I bought 2 of this color and 1 of this color, and this color is suede. Let's keep going. So that's 2. I purchased 3 more of the palette. This is in color Chicory. I also purchased this Mulberry. And lastly, I purchased this color, which is, it's kind of coming off here. It is Penny Royal. And look at these together. These 3 I'm going to put together. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. And these 2 are going to go together. Awesome. Okay, and then lastly, I purchased the Knit Picks Shine Sport. And again, I am testing out different yarns. This is the Comfy Worsted, and this is the Shine Sport, which is, I think, is their sport weight. And this is also a cotton blend, 60% Prima cotton and 40% Modal. And I have it in 2 skeins in black. 2 skeins in black. There we go. I purchased 2 skeins in Wallaby. And I purchased this skein in Robot and a skein in Platinum. And I'm going to show you these together. I told you I'm trying to get better at my color matching skills. So here we go. Let's see if I can pick them up with one hand. Oh, I can. Look at that. So that's the color combination that I want to do. So I have 2 of these in one that I'm going to use to break up the color once I do it. And so there you have it. I spent, as you saw, only $57 with shipping. I spent $67 for all of this yarn. This yarn will complete 1, 2, 3, 4 projects. That's 1 project, 2 project, 3 project, 4 projects with this yarn. In comparison to the subscription yarn, I received 4 skeins, and I would do 2 separate projects with those skeins, and so that would be 2 projects. So I got twice the amount of yarn for that price. I thought I would share this with you. This is just a quick video, and let me know what you think. I know many of my subscribers are also big purchasers of Knit Picks, and so I would love to hear what your experience has been with the Shine Sport as well as the Comfy Worsted, and just as a reason why I bought those 2, because cotton is a little more breathable for summer project making, and so I'm making some things that will be able to be across the board as far as seasonal items. And so there you have it. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. I'll look forward to interacting with you all in the description section. As always, thank you for your support, and please like this video and let me know if there's any questions that you may have. Take care, and I will speak with you all sooner than later. Goodbye.
So with all of that said, I decided, now you saw what I purchased for the same amount of money. I decided to not cancel both of these subscriptions. I decided to keep one subscription and let one subscription go. I decided to go with the yarn box. The yarn box was actually quite reasonable in price. In the future, if I decide to show the yarn, I really should have also included the retail price of the yarn, which I believe I did on my blog post, just so that you know that both of them were they were comparable. They were more affordable than if you were to purchase those particular yarns at your yarn store or with the yarn company. But I think it's more so not about whether you think it's a good deal. It's about whether it's a good deal for you. And so for me, I think the yarn box for right now would be a good deal for me. I am going to give it just a few months to give it a try to see not only with what they send me, but also with me using it and having enough to use on projects and that type of thing. So look for me to do some future updates with the yarns that I received. One of the downsides of both of the boxes is that I didn't like the patterns. Neither of the patterns that they offered for either subscription service were patterns that I would choose nor that I liked. And so that kind of sent me on a hunt for other patterns, whether that was in my books that I already had, or if I chose some patterns that I had queued on Ravelry. And so I will share more of that with you. But I kind of sucked that there was some coupons and everything for patterns, but I couldn't really use it. But anyway, so I decided I'm going to stick with the yarn box. I will bring, I did not get anything for April because I did this purchase, but I will share that with you once I receive my May box, and I'll let you know how that goes. But I do want to say that I appreciate all of the comments and all of your feedback concerning the subscription. I had several people that commented that they had been members for quite a while and that they enjoyed it, even some that had the yarn but hadn't used the yarn. And so I think that was helpful. Another thing that I appreciated was that someone from the Yarn Box team actually commented on the video, on a comment from, I think it was Malin's shop, discussing the price of the subscriptions. And they mentioned another yarn subscription that was potentially a little more affordable, and it was not their own. So I thought that was awesome. I will put the link to the video in the description box so that you can go over and take a look at it and, include your comments or your feedback as always. So with that said, let's get to the good part. Let's get to this yarn, okay? From my birthday. So here we go. Now this is actually the yarn from that you saw in the footage, and I'm just going to just hold it up so you can see it a little closer because I had to do that on my phone, and next time I'll know to turn it the other way because it's like it was thin. It was hard to see, but it was hard to dig and hold the camera at the same time. So this yarn was not necessarily from my birthday, but it was for orders. So I showed you the colors for my daughter. And again, it was the Comfy Worsted in Carrot and the Comfy Worsted in Lady Slipper, and she selected these. And it's 75% Prima Cotton and 25% acrylic. And I'm not going to make it linger because you did just see that clip. Then it's yarn for me. There's a combination, and these are the color schemes together. And I have the Shine Sport in black, the Shine Sport in Robot, and the Shine Sport in Wallaby. I'm almost thinking that white would have been good to kind of just put like a couple of strips of white. I think that I need to think about that. But that was that. And lastly, it's the palette in Salsa Heather. and the palette in suede. And here they are. And I, again, had this box for the same amount as those 4 skeins of yarn that I received last for the month of March in my yarn subscription boxes. Now to the yarn that you have not seen. I told you all for my birthday, my gift to myself, well, one of my gifts to myself, or 2 of my gifts to myself, was I purchased 2 kits. So here we go. Okay. Oh, and it's just fitting that I have the yarn from the yarn box in here. Okay. I'm going to show you the pattern, and then I'm going to show you the yarn. I went with the yarn that was suggested for the pattern in the book that I ordered from. Okay, let me back up. I receive a catalog from Willow Yarns. They have a great catalog. It's a male catalog, and I receive it and I kind of thumb through it. And there's been a few patterns that have been in that catalog that I've been looking at for a really long time, and that's what I chose to purchase for myself. Here's the first one. It's called the Madison Poncho. Okay, there we go. And then with the kit, you get enough yarn to make it. And here's the yarn. It is the Willow Yarns Down, and it is 89% bamboo, 11% polyamide, and it is I believe this is considered a bulky. I don't see on here where it's listed, but the color is cardinal. Oh, it kind of looks oranges. It's the same color that's in this picture. I wanted that same color. Oh, there, it's better. And it came with, here's the box. So I think it's 14 skeins. 14 skeins. Each skein is, I think it's 100. Oh, 60 yards. It was 60 yards. I'm trying to see why it doesn't. Okay. So that's the first kit that I got. The second kit that I purchased is this. That's the back. And this is the front. And it's called the Grace Circle Vest. And I did not, did I go with? No, I did not go with the color that's in this picture. Instead, I went with this. It's the same yarn used, but I went with a different color. I chose this color because I wear a lot of denim, like blue jeans. I love wearing jeans, and so I wanted something that would go with denim. So I chose blue. It is called Ocean, and it's the Willow Yarns Everest. And here we go. I'm sorry. This is opposite. And it came with 10 skeins. Each skein is 126 yards. It's 50% fine merino and 50% microfiber. Both of them are made in Turkey. So yes, that's the yarn. And that was all of my kits. So what do you think? I think these are good. Now, as you can see, now this one can be worn whenever I finish it. This won't be until it gets cold again. But I don't need all the time in the world. I've been eyeing this one for so long, and I was ready to get it. And the fact that it's in red, I can't wait. Okay, so those are my kits that I got for my birthday. And now in closing, well, I want to mention that both of those kits, both patterns were knitted. Both of those were knitting patterns. But the catalog has both knitting and crocheting. That even do, I believe, some cross stitch and all that other stuff. They're a company that's associated with Hirschner's. So I think they usually deal with different mixed media and stuff as far as crafts are concerned. But they primarily, I think, primarily is yarn stuff, yarn crafts. But they have needles and crochet hooks and all that other stuff. I haven't tried their needles. Well, I've tried the needles that they carry before, okay? I have not tried their hooks, but I've tried brands that they carry. And so that's that. Okay, so I ran out of time. I'm inserting this because what I'm going to do is separate this recording into two separate recordings. So the first part you're going to find in the Yarncrafters chat number 22, actually number 23. And the second part, which is going to be the needles discussion, is going to be a standalone in Yarncrafters chat number 24, I believe. I will put all the information in the description box. If you visit one, and then I will reference the other. And so I will post them on two separate days because of the length. And so with that said, if you're watching this right now, I look forward to seeing you on the next one. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I look forward to hearing your comments or feedback regarding the yarn in my current projects. And as always, what are you working on? And have you purchased kits before? And what has been your experience? Did you feel like it was a great deal, or is it something you would do again? This is my first time purchasing kits, and so I look forward to seeing, I think more so if it's going to be enough yarn, because how many times do you buy yarn and it's just not enough? And so I look forward to seeing you all hopefully sooner than later. Thank you as always for your support. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you all in the comment section. Take care and have a great day. Goodbye.